Hello, my impatience. It is I, Andrew the Android Kowalski here. I am live and I'm ready to engage with all of you. Um, so, how are you doing, guys? How are you doing? So, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I want my parents to take accountability for things. It just doesn't matter. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. So I did NAMI bowling today. In both games, I broke 100, which is pretty good. That's pretty good. Man, you're in hell when you walk into the supermarket like you got dementia. You stare at the chips and you're like, Cool Ranch Doritos or Nacho Cheese Doritos? Which one would I prefer to eat? There's the flaming hot Cool Ranch Doritos. And you're getting looks from management. You're getting looks from the other customers. You're getting looks from the employees. Like, what's wrong with this guy? Why is he, fascinated by the chips? They're probably going to call like the ambulance and escort me out of there. If you've ever seen a Simpsons episode, Mr. Burns was looking at like ketchup. He's like, ketchup or catsup? No, like this guy definitely has neurological damage and dementia. And I'd be like, I'm shopping. I'm shopping. Why am I being taken away? I'm shopping. I'm getting Doritos. I'm shopping here. It's because you're scaring everyone. Isn't this what most 38-year-old men do? They go into the supermarket, get a protein shake, and stare at the chips? We got Antonomio. He said, "Hey Andrew, did you ever try Evenamade? What's that? No, I've never tried that. I don't even know what that is. What is that? You got to elaborate." So it's an antipsychotic in developmental phase 3. Okay. No, I didn't try that one. Who needs a girlfriend? Who needs romance? Who needs sex? You know what activates the pleasure receptors in my brain? A nicely flavored chip. Like you take a chip. I feel the pleasure receptors getting activated in my brain. I feel the Cool Ranch. It's so nice. So delicious, so yummy. Miles asks, what are your thoughts on legal brothels? What are legal brothels? I don't even know what that is, Miles. What are legal brothels? So I don't understand why everywhere I go, people are looking at me like they want to put me in the hospital. Like, for example, I'm doing nothing wrong. But when I go to NAMI bowling, I feel like everybody's looking at me like I'm the elephant in the room. When I go to the gym, I feel like everybody's looking at me like I'm the elephant in the room. When I go to the supermarket, I feel like everybody's looking at me like I'm the elephant in the room. They're all disturbed by me. I'm like, just let me just go and enjoy myself. Let me mindlessly stare at the fucking chips. Like, I'm not doing anything wrong here. People are just like unsettled by me. I guess because I'm schizoaffective. Let me mindlessly glance at the chips. I'm not hurting anybody. Ketchup or catsup? Which one do I want to buy? Ketchup or catsup? And everybody's like looking at me like, well, what's wrong with this guy? Hey, what other pleasure do I have in the day? I go to the condiment aisle and look at the ketchup. That's fun. That's fun to me. It's like the funnest part of my day. It's 6:30 p.m. I don't want to go to bed just yet, but there's literally nothing to do. I could walk back into the supermarket for the millionth time, which is right around the block from my house, and stare at the ketchup again. They'd be like, oh my God, this guy really needs a life. Ketchup or catsup? Ketchup or catsup? And then when they call the ambulance on me, I'll be like, I'm shopping! I'm shopping for ketchup! I'm shopping for ketchup! I'm shopping here! Maybe I'll just go to bed. I don't know. Nobody's watching me anymore. It's annoying. Well, one thing you got to give to me is I got a good sense of humor and good comedic timing. For all my flaws, I'm pretty funny. You definitely got to hand that to me. I got a good sense of humor. You know, I see these comedians on Saturday Night Live, but I feel I'm funnier than. And I'm like, they should hire me for this show, but I don't know. What are you going to do? I'm getting old, you know? Time is running out for me. I might as well just go to the supermarket and I don't know. Maybe I'll meet a lady with dementia there who stares at the mustard. She's like, do I want spicy brown mustard or French yellow mustard? And I say, I don't know. I can't tell whether I want ketchup or catsup. And she'll say to me, wow, we're meant to be together. We just stand in the condiment aisle till they call the ambulance on us. I'm kind of joking, but I seriously think management at the supermarket, the employees, the customers, they're all disturbed by me. I'm not doing anything wrong, like I said. You know, I'm just going in there and shopping. But I definitely don't behave like a typical 38-year-old man who's shopping. All right. I mean, nobody's joining here. So I guess I'll lie down. Going to sleep at 6:30 on a week, not a weeknight. It's the weekend. I didn't even know it was the weekend. It's Saturday. Going to work. I was going to work. Going to sleep at 6:30 on a weekend.